Hello everyone, this is Digit D, and guess what? Would you like to learn about a new game that we are playing today? This is my co-host and special person. This is Cass, and this
Hello.
is going to be the first video game review with Cass in it, and it's of our new favorite game. It's called Moon Hunters. You're able to play up to 4 players. So if you would like to learn more, stay tuned and keep watching this video, and you're about to learn some cool things about us as we play in depth for you guys with the game and stuff on 2 players. So I'm gonna hit the A button or X button to show you guys off. So this is the hub world of Moon Hunters. You're basically telling stories of these awesome warrior characters you get to play as. You get to see them in action and fight. And it's multiplayer, up to 4 players, co-op, and you get to play the game with each other. So, which is pretty cool. There's also an endless mode, but you have to unlock the endless mode later on in the game. And then once you get that unlocked, you can play that with your characters that you're able to use. So I can show you a summon pass character that I played with become hero, and you can see this. And then if you want to do this, that'd be the thing. It's unlimited, but it gets stuck and everything else. So I'm just gonna show you guys this part. It's randomly generated, and you can see where the characters fight and everything else. So. But that is that for this part here. Are you sure? No, cancel. We're not doing all that. I'm just waiting for the character to die because this is endless. This is endless mode. You can see that.
You have too many hit points.
I have too many hit points. It's going to take a while, but that's good. Now I just got to get everybody attacking all at once because I'm a powerhouse in this game. Who don't want to be powerhouses in Moon? Now, Moon Hunter is a game where you can level up your characters by buying stuff. That's the type of level stuff you can get to get stronger in the game, is buying stuff. You gotta save up money, or opals, that's what's called, and get going. So I know this seems kind of boring with me talking and me dying. This is the only way I can exit out of this. If this freezes, we're gonna have to do something else. We have to get it all over again. Yeah, I'm kidding. We don't have to get it all over again. And I died. Yay. But there you go. There's the endless mode, and I showed you guys of me dying. So let's start a new game. Come on, join in. Show this 2-player game co-op. So,
I am player 1.
I am going to be player 2. I'm just going to pick a class. I'm going to pick... You can even change their names in the game, which is pretty cool. So you can hit Y and change the person's name of what they are, and change them and make them look cool and different.
And then there's unlockable outfits. That last slot over there on player 2.
Yep, this is an unlocked outfit. I found out you have to go to their village or hometown of where they're located, and you got to talk to them. Once you talk to them, you unlock their outfit, because you have to meet them at night in the at your camp when you go to the camp. So let's just start with the names, because these names are going to be there. So I hit confirm. Cass is ready to play. I'm ready to play. So we're going to start in... I already did almost all of these except for this one voice. So we're going to start in one voice. And this is a very short game. It goes by 5 days. And there's cutscenes.
And after you've played through it once or twice, you just skip this whole beginning part because it's the same every time.
Yes, it is the same every time. It kind of gets kind of repetitive after that. So, but you can skip it if you just hold a certain button. You can see where the skip comes down at the very bottom. It shows it.
Yeah, At least they'll know it wasn't me.
I know, right? I'm choking. So we're finally about to start. So this is the opening credits to the game when it starts on new game. So look at that character.
Brr, it's freezing out here. We need to find a safe place to camp if we're going to make it to the village.
What village? And now, see? You see how the monsters are? They're just randomly attacking. We can just attack. We can walk. We can move. We can run. We got special teleporting moves. And so, this is just beginners. We are beginners right now at this stage because we don't have anything good. We don't have enough money. We don't have a lot of stuff unlocked for us to do certain things. And right now we're fighting in the ice village. So like I'm hitting square. Square is your power attack. This is for the I'm using a P.
I died.
Died already. Cass died already.
I'm not used to using a controller. I usually play with the keyboard and mouse.
So you just heard from Cass, you can play with keyboard and mouse. So this is your opal, is money right there. That's how you get money.
And then when you're on multiplayer, you can revive your dead teammates. But it takes a little bit of time, so you gotta wait until you're safe. Or you're gonna die too. And that would make a very lame video.
We died. And see, I just revived. And then you talk to random people in the game, they will give you certain hints or certain locations, or basically they give you stats to make your character stronger.
Oh, Haduana, Queen's blessing. I was just out thinking. I think my wife has betrayed our love with a friend. I burn with hatred. Who do I confront first?
So in these you got choices in this game that allows you to choose between wife or friend, or there's a lot of choices in this game, which is kind of awesome. Different choice gives you different scenarios and different things happening to these people in this video game, so which is pretty cool. So if I pick friend and Cass picks wife, it's gonna go with which one has the highest, I think. So and whatever we pick will actually happen in the game. So if we pick wife, he's going to go kill. Doesn't he kill his wife or kicks her out of the house?
If you tell him friend, he kills his friend. If you tell him wife, then he has a fight with his wife and he leaves.
So do we want the friend dead, or do we want the wife to get in the fight?
I say let's have them get in a fight.
So we pick wife.
Your true concern is with the one you trusted. Oh, that's the lady. Your true concern is with the one you trusted. Speak to your love. Heal the wound. Yes, indeed. Ningal must explain herself.
He stalks into the night and you gain wisdom. So now we're getting stat boosts for just doing stuff we got, or special stuff. So if you hit this button here, it shows your abilities, your stats on your characters, and then your reputation. Right now we got wisdom reputation, so I think if we get more reputation of wisdom, we'll keep it on their list.
Yeah, like you'll get a thing where you gain points towards getting the trait, but you don't have the trait yet.
So the more trait you have, that's what's going to happen when you beat the game. So, and then you get the cool story and stuff like that. So
when I feel lost, I pray in the general direction of the Silver Sister and the Pale Dancer. They guide my path to my next holy sculpture.
So this is what Moon Hunters is about. Let's get out of this place and go to the first town or whatever, so you can see what I mean, so you can see the other cutscenes for this game. And this is the camp that I told you about in the first area, is the camp of this place. This is where you boost the rest of your stats up. and it tells you how many kills. It says Cass was a pushover, and I was kind of greedy. So, and I was like, yo, you're a pushover. I'm greedy.
Yeah, well, I did die. It seems safe here. Let's set up camp.
Yeah, we wrote that one together.
And I am going to cook.
So when you do certain of these, you got rest, you got cook, stargaze, hunt, and keep watch. Each one of these will boost your stats in the net set of night. And then when the night's over, a cool event can happen from the people you talked to on the last stage you played. So which is pretty cool. So
yeah, cook is different in that all of the others give you specific stats. Cook, it depends on what you make. And cook affects the whole party, whereas picking one of the other ones, it's just whoever is doing that gets that boost.
So I'm going to keep watch. So Cass get the cook and picks 2 items.
So I'm going to put together honey and an apricot. And what's it going to make?
We don't know.
Mix the ingredients together. Everything just goes into a pot, even if it makes no sense. And I made apricot candy.
And we got +5 intellect and energy. I can see the energy, but I don't know how did it raise our intelligence. So now it shows my character. Is Hunt overwhelmed with sleepiness and begins to snooze. Gains 2 endurance and a reputation as foolish. A graceful shadow approaches the firelight. Let me be known, I'm the wrench of the villain friendliest in the one voice tribe. So it says, I suppose I deserve worse. Tell me, accept mortality. If you knew, you would learn not from your mistakes. So now, since I went to go watch, it's asking me for a choice. It's not asking Cass, because Cass cooked.
This one actually is asking me too.
Oh, it is asking Cass too.
Usually it does not, but this one does, because this is a result of our interaction with the husband, because Koshé the Deathless is the friend that was involved in the affair.
Yeah, so in my last playthrough, I played the Sun Cultist. I married this person. You can marry this person, Cass.
Okay.
And then I still end up marrying the final boss also. So
you
I had 2. I was dating 2 people.
Alright.
Yeah. I picked top and Cass picked bottom. So only fools and cowards run from the pale dancer blades. Glad I met you. So now you get more stats, you get more reputations, you get more stuff, and now you're on the first day of it all happening.
Now we go to the village.
The village. This is where you find out about the moon is missing. The moon's not coming down. Where's the moon goddess? And then stuff like that. This is part of the story. This game does have a story, and it's very interesting for the storyline and everything. So let's see. You're supposed to talk to one guy, the captain. Is right over here. Do not talk to the captain, because if you do, it triggers the event for you to move on to into the night cycle. So we have to, if you want to find where it is or where they get these other costumes, we have to talk to other people and see what they say. So you can see that the story is very unique. So the main plot of this game is you're trying to find the moon goddess, the moon person, and you're trying to save the moon goddess. So there is a good ending, a bad ending, a love ending, and some weird ending, I think, that's in this game.
Yeah, and then here we've got more results of our response to that man about the affair. Here is his son. If my mother betrayed him, my father was right to leave, and I'll leave too. Perhaps he'll join the Sun Cult with me, finally.
Oh, like, that kid wants to join the Sun Cult. I'm gonna pick remember. And now we got more for intelligence. We got higher, and now we're wise. Now we got a new trait. Wasn't trying to get a trait, but we got a trait now. That was more wise. So,
Alright, let's go up here, because I think this is where the singing man is. No, not leaving.
so now you get to see him.
So now you can find him out in one of the later levels and interact with him again.
Yes, we're gonna leave this place.
And then down here is this giant hole with a person singing into it. And then here is the merchant.
The merchant makes us stronger with abilities, basically. So
So here's some of the upgrades that we can get, but we don't have enough money right now.
we are broke right
Yeah,
now.
because you need at least 15.
You need 15, 75, 75, and $150 to get any of this cool stuff. So once you do get the cool stuff, your character gets stronger, faster, and get better moves. So like my teleporting can leave gravity bombs when I teleport and stuff. So let's talk to the person in the middle.
Yep, so they're praying.
So,
Somebody talking about this angry boy over here.
because of what the father did, they got into a fight and mom left.
Nope, Dad left.
Dad
Now
left.
Mom is in charge.
Because now we're about to start the actual plot of the game, the 5-day sequence, which is basically 3 days. Because we already did the first 2 days. The first day was getting to this place. The second day is doing this place. And then the 3 days are of us going on our travel adventures. And then we get to relive those same days over and 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 over again.
Well, I'm ready for the feast.
I'm ready for the feast.
The singing has started.
The village gathered to feast and watch the moon rise. Everyone sang into the darkness.
Everyone sang in the darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But she didn't rise.
Oh
The
no!
moon didn't come up. Oh, it's in the sky every single day. You know that, right? My husband dead. My love banished. The goddess no longer rises in the sky. So the husband died.
Yep.
So how did the husband die? Because of the choice we made at the very beginning. We told him to leave his wife. And look, he's dead now. Yep, choices. That's what you do about this game. It's choices. The choices you make will reflect in the video game.
So are we going to take her son with us, or are we going to ask the son what he wants to do?
Well, what do you want to do, Cass? What do you think be the best option?
I mean, we already know what he wants to do, but let's give him a choice.
Let's ask him.
Yep. I'm old enough to travel on my own, Mother. The son must believe you deserve it. And then he runs away to go join the sun cult. Find him and keep him safe. Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
So now the boy is gone because of the first choice of this game. What's happening? So this is pretty cool. You got choices. You got choices to make and everything else. I want to see if there's a person here. The ice. Oh wait, that's
Because
why.
I'm playing her.
That's why we can't get the costume. If Cass wasn't playing the ice person, we probably would have got the new costume for the character. The extra costume they have for certain characters.
You can get it in another playthrough.
Yes, exactly. So, I'll show you one more stage, and then I'm going to start talking about one other thing. So, what do you think about the music of the game, Cass?
I would say like probably a 9. Like I actually bought the soundtrack.
Yeah. What's so great about this soundtrack and everything? What?
Because it's like nice, calm music to listen to, and like it's got vocals, but it's not something I have to really pay attention to if I'm, just relaxing, doing something else. But it's still very pretty.
That's nice. That is nice. For the music, for me, I actually enjoy the music. It is calm and peaceful, just like what Cass said, and everything. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice, and it fits well with this game of how everything is laid out and everything else, and how it feels. So it's really
If I can
awesome.
push your cursor in this one too.
That is awesome. But no, you cannot.
No, I can't push your cursor on the map. I can push it on the hub world.
But so this is not the hub world. This is the map. This is where you pick your last 3 days of your adventures. Certain areas will give certain things. So like this one, you got the merchant. This one, you got the merchant. This one, you got Baba Yaga, that be the witch and the merchant. And then down here, you got the merchant. Down here, you have the old shrine. So different ones interact with different things of your story, and it tells of your adventure that you're doing.
And then once you clear this level, it's going to lead you to other places you can go. So it's all just expanding your map and choosing which direction you want to explore.
There is a way to expand your map even more if you find places that have a half a day cycle instead of a full day cycle. If it's a half a day cycle, you can visit multiple places in one day. But if it's a full day cycle, it's just going to go 3 full days and be done with it. So that's about how you do it for the level design. So what do you think of this map overlay? What would you give this map overlay and game level picking style of it?
Well, the map is very simplistic, but it gets across what you need because it shows you, okay, this is going to be a desert environment, this is going to be, an icy, mountainous kind of area. This is going to be like forest and bog. So it gets across what it needs to.
That's a small area.
Yes, forest and bog.
Forest and bog.
So where do you want to go?
I picked the ancient cave.
Alright.
So we're going to go to the ancient cave. And you actually get to see that the stages actually reflect of the places. So you just picked up more opal, that's more money for us. So now we have enough money to buy one thing. So the moves are pretty darn good and strong. So you can actually see that the levels are different and stuff like that. It's pretty cool and everything else. Besides gameplay, the characters look cool. They look pretty cool and they're pixelated. Pixelated's pretty awesome. They did a really good job on the 2D style for this game to make it look fun and awesome all at once. So this is really cool. The character designs, I would give a 9 out of 10 for the character designs because it shows them pixelated but not all the way fully and stuff. So if you want to get more stuff. So you could talk to the songstress. If you do, she actually changes the song for the rest of the stage. For this stage that we're playing, the song will stay the same until we finish this place, until she's done. We can dance or listen to it. So
I am going to listen.
I'm going to dance to it. So you can see how good this music is.
And then, do we want to search together with her? I say yes. She'll be at our camp tonight, and that's how you unlock her character if you don't already have her.
I already have her. So, but thanks to Cass, thank you Cass, now we know.
Here's the adorable moth people.
Because this is part of the ancient cave. And since this is a half a day map, we get to pick another place.
So, new, then full, then crescent.
So you can see that the game is supposed to be random generated for the maps. The maps are randomly generated, but the inside of the maps is supposed to be randomly generated but it doesn't come out to be like that sometimes. Sometimes you can still feel the same, exact the same and everything. So what do you think about the enemies and monsters in this game, Cass?
So there are different enemies in the different environments. Some of them are a major pain in the butt. Like in the forest, there's these really annoying mushroom things.
Nobody
I
likes
hate them.
Nobody likes those mushroom things. I don't like them. They're hard. They got a defense where you can't damage them unless you hit them with something from behind, and it's like extremely hard to even deal any damage to them. So certain creatures, there is bosses in this game or like sub bosses, but the main boss is the Sun Cultist because he's here to burn and set everything ablaze. So that's what you're trying to stop because he believes in the sun god while everybody else believes in the moon god. So it's between moon and sun. People are fighting over gods. More like they're fighting over religion in this game.
Yeah. But there
I
is
like
a
it.
good variety of monsters because each level's got its own pool of monsters that it picks from.
Yeah, it does.
Ice also has some really annoying ice elemental things.
And the ice elemental monsters are very, very hard. So we can show off a full day, but this video is getting kind of long. We're up to 25 minutes now. I talked about the level, we talked about the map, we talked about some of the music, and we also talked, you can hear the music, and it's really awesome that she's still singing for us, which is pretty cool. And you can see that it's in the night cycle. And then what else is going on in the game? So, what else is there we have to talk about? We talked about music, the gameplay, the fighting.
Well, some of the character traits that you get, like being wise or foolish or brave, will affect some of the things that you are able to do in the game. Because there will be times where it's like, oh, well, someone more brave might go and explore down this well. So,
yeah, so
sometimes you are purposefully trying to get certain traits, and sometimes they just happen by accident.
Yeah, because you talk to people. So it's kind of hard to get certain things. If you want to become a 100% completionist for this game, it's going to be very tough because some of them says you have to have one trait on you and that's it through the whole game. But you interact with other people and they're going to give you traits no matter what you do. So it's just going to get harder. So if you're trying to keep one trait, you cannot interact with anything at all for this game. So this game is pretty fun. I already beaten the game more than 5 times already because it's that short. So the replay value is there, but once you get used to it or get everything and everything else, you just probably will feel done with this game. This game has a lot of replayability, the music, the soundtrack. I would buy the soundtrack if I could. I probably will just download it. But besides that, the gameplay overall, I will give it a 9 out of 10 because reason why I give it a 9 because it will get repetitive and it will get kind of boring after a while of playing. If you played it as many times I have, I already played it about more than 5 times. It's just going to keep getting repetitive after a while. Most games do, but this one will keep you intrigued because of the music, the style, the characters, and you get to learn the backstory of your adventure because that's the thing that's supposed to change is your adventure. Your adventure changes from different areas of perspective of different places you visit on every different playthrough you play as a certain different character. I like that I just use different in every one of those sentences that I was talking about.
I've probably played it about 5 times through as well, but I haven't gotten tired of it. But I do much prefer playing it as multiplayer over single player. Because single player, if you die, that's just it. You're done for that day, and then you go to night. So then you don't get to unlock many things because, well, you lost a bunch of money from dying, and then you didn't get to explore half the level because you died. And then time is still going forward, and then you reach the final boss and you're super weak. Whereas multiplayer, you've got somebody to help you. So
And this game does have a difficulty ranger, so you can change it. And right now you can hit, if you hit start or option, but you only can do it in the map. When you're out in the game, you can change your difficulty settings from they got easy, normal, and hard. This is in normal right now, so and normal is actually pretty old. It's not that hard. You can play it in hard or any other higher mode there is. So what is the rating overall would you give this game? Since I gave it a 9 out of 10, what would you give it?
Probably 9 out of 10.
Both
There's
agree.
one or two issues I've run into. Like on one save file, I got stuck in a certain part on a map and I can't figure out how to get out.
Yeah, that
So,
can happen
just
too.
Minor
So,
things like that.
glitches and stuff are still bound in every video game that most people would play.
Yep, and then there's things like, oh, if you're trying to unlock this certain thing, you have to do a certain thing to be able to speak to animals, because that's an ability you can get.
You can also speak to spirits.
Mm-hmm. And even if you know what you're doing, the random generation aspect of it makes it so it does not always happen. So that can be a little bit frustrating when you have to do multiple playthroughs just because you can't get to the exact person you need.
And in this game, there's going to be multiple playthroughs no matter what you do. If you try to collect everything, there's going to be a lot of playthroughs. But once you beat the game, there is one thing I don't like, is that you don't get to reuse your character in the new game plus, because now you got to start all over with a whole new character with less abilities than what you had before. These are the plant things I was telling you guys about earlier. There's certain monsters. The only way you can hit them is from a certain afar, or do certain moves to make them get hit. So it's the only other way.
Like my long-range ice attack will freeze them and put them into their vulnerable state.
I have a gravity well move that actually does really well against them. I got teleporting and normal attack. So, but you can see here, you can actually quit, and if you quit, that'd be like so. It saves the game.
It takes you back to the beginning of that day when you load your save up again.
And it does say thank you for playing. And the art style, the graphics is actually pretty good. I actually do like the graphics for this game. And the graphics, I forgot to mention, I will give it a 10 out of 10 for the graphics. They did a fantastic job for it.
It's very good art.
It's very good art. Really cool art, the style, the music. This game is very beautiful. So if you really do like a very graphical art game that's your style of playing, you like playing repetitive, and you enjoy going on adventures and everything else, and you can play with your friends as a party game too, I would suggest buy the game, get the game. There will be links in the description below where you can find out where to get the game or buy the game on Steam. It is on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And it's on the Switch. So I might be wrong on the Switch. So, but if you guys like this video and you want to see more, and you want to see more of Cass in my review videos, this is a review in depth of Moon Hunters Internal Echoes. Moon Hunters Internal Echoes.
Eternal Echoes.
Moon Hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Hunters.
Eternal Echoes.
Eternal Echoes.
Moon Hunters.
Now we got it. So this is it. This is my and Cass's in-depth review. So if you like it and you want to see more, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this video. Tell everybody about Moon Hunters. And we will see you in the next video. So I'm going to wave. I don't know if Cass is going to wave or not. Get your hand in the video, please.
My hand is in the video. It's in the corner of the video.
Bye.
Sometimes I have hands.
And also, thanks for watching.